Thanks, Gregor. Hey, Kyle. Just curious about your take on the 11 forward 7D versus the traditional 12-6. Mark Scheifele was saying it's a bit takes a bit of getting used to. How do you see that?
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't mind it as a forward. I guess you get a little extra shift thrown in there. Depending on how he runs the bench. Drop a guy down with those two players, so I don't mind it getting a little extra ice time, but it's definitely takes a minute to get used to. Just you got to be really listen on the bench, calling out the lines, and it's different flow because you're playing with so many different guys too. So it's definitely an adjustment. It's the first time I think in my career that we've ever done it here, but don't mind it.
And we'll go next to Mitch Clinton from Jets TV. Go ahead, Mitch.
Thanks, Gregor. Hi, Kyle. Yesterday there was some conversation just about how Nikolai Ehlers just likes to play against the Edmonton Oilers versus, say, a team that, it's more of a grind to create some open ice, say, similar to Calgary. Just curious if you, as a forward that's got a lot of speed and skill as well, is kind of in that same camp where playing against the Oilers is something that gets you going.
I mean, I don't think it really matters too much. Yeah, they like to open the game up, but that's kind of their style. We don't really like to feed into that. We got a game that we like to play, so I don't think, I'm looking at the lineup saying we're playing Edmonton. All right, it's gonna be wide open ice. That's not my mentality. So that's kind of how I look at it.
And we'll go next to Mike McIntyre from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Mike.
Thanks, Gregor. Morning, Kyle. You guys have played 14 games this year, Kyle. By my count, 5 of them, which is more than a third, have kind of come down to the last couple minutes. You guys have had 2 games where you scored goals in the last couple minutes to get it into overtime and beyond, and obviously 3 late losses, including 2 in the final 10 seconds. Any theories or thoughts from you on why the games maybe are coming down to the wire so much? Teams might go a whole season without 5 games, and you guys have had them in the first 14.
Yeah, I think it's a function of playing the same teams over and over again, to be honest, and lots of video. Teams can make adjustments, and it's almost like playoff series. Like, we come on the road here for Edmonton for 2 games. It's very similar to what we would do if there's a playoff series. Come here on the road, and all your focus, all your time is on that one team, and that's why I think you're seeing a lot of close games, and I think it's going to make our team better for playoffs as well. It's almost that mentality throughout the whole year.
We'll go next to Josh Clipperton from the Canadian Press. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, Kyle. The Moose are back on the ice playing today for the first time in a long time. I know a lot of us didn't think that was even going to happen this year with that league. How important was it for your development to get those games with the Moose, and how glad are you for the guys that were maybe in your position 3, 4, 5 years ago to get that chance and not just be practicing for the whole year?
Yeah, I mean, that's good to see that get going, and it's tough for some guys. I think, I was talking to Samber. I don't know when the last time he played a game was, like almost a year ago, and it's probably nice for a lot of those guys to just get back on the ice. And we all love the game, and it's a passion of ours. So I think everybody's pretty excited just to get back on the ice. I'm sure they are, and get their season going. And yeah, personally, it's I've talked about it before. I spent some time down there, and it was great for my career. Kind of learn how to be a pro, and definitely thankful for that time.
And we'll go next to Ken Weaver from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Afternoon, Gregory. Afternoon, Kyle. Just circling back on Nikolai Ehlers, looks like he could be a line mate of yours today. Kyle, how would you describe his development, and what's kind of stood out about his game going to the next level during the last couple of years here?
Yeah, I mean, first thing you think, he's got great speed, and he's developed his game so much more now, and he can carry the puck up the ice and really drive the play, and he's got the shooter's mentality, and I think that's he draws so many guys to him when he carries the puck up and he's thinking like a shooter, and that's when it opens up space for his line mates. And yeah, haven't played with him yet this year, so should be fun. Hopefully, he's got the legs going tonight.
And final question to Kelly Moore from CJOB. Go ahead, Kelly.
Thanks, Gregor. Hey, Kyle. You mentioned that you're getting a chance to see a lot more video on opponents. So going back to when you played the Oilers earlier in the year, back then it seemed like McDavid and Draisaitl were really carrying the offense to a greater degree than most teams. What are you seeing on the video that we're seeing a little bit more of the rest of the Oilers getting involved offensively now?
Yeah, well, we definitely know. I mean, those two guys led the league in points. I mean, past couple, they're always up there. They're going to get their points, but I think for them, that's what they need. I mean, you're going to have those two get their points, and you need that secondary scoring. If you're going to make a run, any team in this league, you're going to need all four lines to provide and produce, and defensemen top to bottom. Because you look at teams that have won in the past, they've got four lines that score big goals for them, and I think as a team, they're just becoming more well-rounded, and it's tougher to defend.